Hello, Namaskar, Vanakkam. My name is Sudhir Sahasranaman, and you're watching your own digital classroom study with Sudhir. A happy Children's Day to all you children out there. Have a joyful evening, and may the next 1 year be an absolutely blockbuster year. That's my wish for each one of you. Now, I've always said this, that your English paper, your history civics paper, your geography papers, and some other subjects like computer applications and even biology are going to be my responsibility as far as class 10 is concerned. Now we are already in mid-November, which means you have exactly what? 12 weeks to go. December 15, January 15, February, mid-February is when your board exams will start. So we are talking of approximately 12 weeks to go in which you need to cover lost ground. अगर अभी तक पढ़ना शुरू नहीं किया है तो अभी पढ़ना शुरू करना चाहिए. I mean, और कितनी मस्ती करोगे, right? Children's Day is also an occasion to get some gifts. And since I say I'm responsible for your English paper in particular, I strongly advise your parents, your grandparents, your uncle, your aunt, your elder siblings to gift you something which will be particularly useful for you in your board examinations. Yes, and I am saying this with a lot of responsibility. It's not because these are my books. I really believe that the kind of effort I have put into these books are from the experience that I've gained from teaching your seniors, and that is reflecting in each one of these books. The first one is the latest one, which is Grammatically Yours. This one is for ICSE class 9, 10 and ISC class 11 and 12 combined. Every single rule of grammar relevant to ICSE and ISC students is explained in this book. How to do the different kinds of transformation of sentences, no sooner than, as soon as, unless, until, prefer to, rather, all kinds of rules. You name a rule which is asked in the ICSE and ISC examination, it is there included in this book. I got a lot of satisfaction writing this book because this book is essentially, I believe, a collaboration between you and me, because by now I know the kind of doubts that many seniors of yours have asked, which many of you would also be having. So go through this book, all your doubts will be solved. See, because what I've seen is that when it comes to grammar, students have a tendency to rote learn the rules without knowing exactly how to use them. So this book is loaded with examples so that it becomes easier for you to understand, okay, this is the rule, this is the way it has been used. If this kind of a question comes, again, I should use this rule, but with a bit of a change. All those things have been explained in this book. It also has 40 test papers, 20 for ICSE and 20 for ISC for the grammar portion. So that is a huge kind of a bank, and it comes with the answer key, where also explanations have been given wherever necessary. So in that sense, answer key के लिए आपको इधर उधर दौड़ना नहीं पड़ेगा. Everything will be there. This is a fantastic investment to make. I strongly urge and advise you, please go and invest in this book. It's available on Amazon, it's available on oswaalbooks.com, and it's available on Flipkart also, or at any other bookstore that you will find near you. If you're going to, the gift from my side, if you're going to buy it from oswaalbooks.com, use the discount coupon code Sudhir10 on any Oswaal book, including this one, so that you get an additional discount, right? So that is something which you can do. That is my gift to you this Children's Day. So that is something. See, basically, I take responsibility for every word that is written in this book, right? As the case with all my books. I've written 3 books, right? See, books, I'll tell you a secret of the publishing industry. There will either be people who will write AI generated stuff. Okay, from someone like me with 33 years of writing experience, that is an absolute no-no. The second no-no is the second category of people. What they do is to contribute only 10% of the book. 90% of the book is written by a backend team of the publishers, but naam jata hai is particular person ka, right? And then they market it. These are all tricks of the publishing industry, which perhaps I should not be telling you. Again, for someone like me with 33 years of writing experience, it's a no-no. This book, as the case with my other 2 books of essays, every single word is written by me. I take responsibility for every word that is written here. And of course, it has been edited by 3 to 4 people, proofread by another 3 to 4 people, so that there is no mistake in the book. So that's as far as the grammar book is concerned. Now that takes care of 20 marks for ICSE and 15 marks for ISC. What will you do about essays, letters, notice and email in ICSE class 10? In the previous edition of this book and this book, last year how many topics came in class 10 and 12? That's a kind of strike rate that I have been having. Okay, before that, the previous year. So the strike rate is fantastic. In fact, 2 of the topics last year were straight away from this book, which were like taken from this book. So that means that you gain a lot. And I believe, and I've said this even to your seniors, even if no topic comes straight from this book, by reading the book, you will get an idea. And I'll tell you why I'm saying that. See, many of you I know are very, very, nervous about comma lagana hai nahi, full stop dalna hai nahi, notice ko box karna hai nahi, email ko box karna hai nahi, pin code dalna hai nahi. These are all things which are important. I'm not saying they are not important, but they carry 1 or 2 marks. Your major marks come from the content. What is it that you're writing? The 4 arguments that you're making in your argumentative essay. How are you writing? What is the content of your narrative or descriptive or picture composition essay? Those are the kind of things that matter. Uske marks zyada milte hain, and the expression. So when you read a book like this, you get an idea about how to start, how to conclude, how do I build up on each argument, that by the end you say, wow, मुझे नहीं मालूम था कि इसको इतने अलग-अलग तरीके से argue कर सकते हैं. That is what I want to know, because writing is not something which you can just get up and write whatever. Then you will get only 6 to 7 marks out of 20. If that is acceptable to you, fine enough. But if you are aspiring for an 18 or 19, see, I am not creating a fear psychosis. I'm only trying to help you score maximum, because all of you are actually capable of scoring that 98 out of 100 in an English language examination. So why shouldn't you? I have had students who have come to me with 44 out of 80 marks, 56 out of 80 marks in the pre-board examinations, and I've worked with them for 1 month, 2 months, and converted it into a 76, 77, 78 out of 80. All these books are the result of that experience. And please remember, and this is something I'm extremely proud of, because my students did that for me. The number of All India toppers that have come from the SWS group, the number of state toppers, district toppers, city toppers, school toppers, all of who have one thing in common: we studied with Study with Sudhir. That's what I want each one of you in the 2026 batch also to achieve. So this is the essays, letters, 100 essays and letters and notice and email, 65 essays, 20 letters, 10 notice email, and 2 letters and 3 essays written by All India toppers. You won't get any book that can beat this particular book in the market. I can say that with a lot of confidence. No book whose quality will come anywhere close to this. I mean, the way it has been edited, proofread, presented, you will see it when you open the book, and you will realize how well it is. I mean, small things have been taken care of by the publisher. So very important that class 9 and 10 students should invest in these 2 books. Now, let's come to this book, which is for ISC class 11 and 12, which contains 60 English essays. I ideally prefer that you have both, so that you have a combination of 60 here, 65 here, 135 essays. You can't go wrong with the essays. Descriptive directed writing, I have put in the videos on YouTube. That's absolutely free for you. Comprehension tests I will be giving both for ICSE and ISC separately on our website, studywithsudhir.com. Just wait for some time. I'm preparing them. Now, in fact, I'll tell you something which happened just about 3-4 days back. I was speaking to the Vice Chancellor of a very reputed central university in India, and I was telling him about these books and this book in particular. So he said, I've ordered these books for my library. And I said, why are you ordering? These are for ICSE and ISC. You are in a university. He said, no, but grammar is universal. Essays are universal. Many students from the university go on to write the GRE, and essays in this book will even be useful for that level, because at least you will get, okay, these are the points I can make in a GRE essay on this kind of topic. Okay, that's the kind of standard. So I was telling him that the latest CUET 2025 examination took a passage from this particular book, a descriptive essay that I had written, and it came in the CUET 2025. Now, this particular gentleman, I known him for the last 25 odd years. So a good friend. So he has been on various education committees, and he was saying that any entrance examination, and that also the standard of the CUET, will never take anything which is not from a masterpiece, an R.K. Narayan, a Charles Dickens, an Oscar Wilde, a Mark Twain. So he said, if they took it from your essays book, an essay written by you, he said it's a big, big, big achievement. It shows the quality, because the people who set the papers are, they are told that you need to take it from some source which is absolutely authoritative and great quality of writing. Trust me, I felt very happy hearing all that, because it means a lot. It's a huge compliment to get that, your books are considered of that standard. And I'm really grateful to, as I said, to my publishers and to all the students, जितना मैंने आपको सिखाया है उतना मैंने भी काफी सीखा है, because every doubt that you ask is an input that goes into my software. So all that really helps. So I'm suggesting for class 11 and 12, these two books important. For class 9 and 10, these two books important. 11 and 12, ideally, if you want more variety, these, because anyone else would have repeated the essays. No essay from this book is repeated in this book. So everything is original. 135 essay topics is what you will get. So that's what I wanted to tell you, because I really believe these are the right kind of investments you should make in order to ensure that koi kami na reh jaye. When you are capable of scoring in the high 90s, why should you settle in the 80s or in the 70s? Why should you, right? And everything, see, because class 10 and 12 marks matter. It mattered. Like example, if you go in for MBA, many of the IIMs, many of the private MBA institutes ask for your class 10 and 12 score. They also carry weightage. So don't let small things actually make a dent, especially if you're going to do, courses like the MBA later, or even otherwise. Many institutes do ask, because I'll tell you the reason also why they ask, because they are wanting to see whether सिर्फ इस एग्जाम में अच्छा किया है या has there been a consistent academic performance. That's what they want to see. So my suggestion to you is to invest in these resources so that you can score very well. As I said, all the test papers, question banks are going to come on the studywithsudhir.com website. The first one on History-Civics has already been put. It's a massive 400 MCQ question bank. The geography one, class 9 English literature, class 11 literature, class 10 literature, class 12 literature, modern English, biology, computer applications, and the comprehension and a bit of grammar. That's also going to come. Okay, so go to the website, register there. You will see the free test. You can attempt the free test so that you get a feel of the website, and then press on subscribe, where you can see whatever is on offer and you can purchase that and use the resource so that you can score. These are quality papers. I don't take it from here, idhar udhar se. I make the papers, I put it out myself, original stuff. Okay, tata, bye bye. Thank you very much. Namaskar. And once again, congratulations on Children's Day and have a good time.